Who the hell are you guys?
This episode of the Red Cup Review is brought to you by Brian Capizzi's Key to the World Travel. I've never met somebody that knows more about travel to Walt Disney World resorts the way Brian Capizzi does. So go check him out on Facebook. He is our sponsor. We have the Legends series Avengers Infinity Gauntlet. The biggest and best collectible you've wanted for your collection. Ever since that comic was written in the early 1990s, everyone wanted to get themselves an Infinity Gauntlet. Now you can have one. And here it is, the Infinity Gauntlet. And it is massive. It's probably about 1.5 feet long. And here's the collectible. Take a look at some of the detailing on it. It's got some nice brush paint work going on. It's not just totally solid gold. It's got some like rust in there. And in order to turn it on, well, first let's take a look at this. Before we turn it on, you pop this guy open and it falls right off. You got the sound effects that come out of here through the speaker, and you open this up and you put the batteries in there. I think it takes 4 AAAs, or 4 AA's rather. What does it take? No, 3 AA's. 3 AA's go in here. You slap this back on here. It stays there. Activate the gauntlet. You got all the stones. The stones are not removable. However, you put your hand in there and you can articulate. You hear that? You can articulate the fingers. They're like little pulleys on the inside, even the thumb. The thumb goes down too. Now this little device right here, you click this down and it locks the fingers into place. So you can display it like that. I wish it actually came with a base. It doesn't come with a base, but it's a pretty neat collectible, and it would look really good inside like one of those, I don't know, maybe like some kind of, glass display piece. Maybe you guys can like get a base for it. I don't know what you would use. But that locks the fingers into place, and then you push it up, and the fingers jump back up. Let's take a look at the inside of this. There's what the palm looks like. All the articulation. The fingers like such. It's got some nice little detail in the thumb there. And on the inside, I don't know if you get a good look in there. You got any light in there? You good? Mm-hmm. Those little white pulleys, you actually, here's a handle. You can just hold the handle in here. But here's the handle, and then inside there are like these little pulleys that help activate each individual finger. I know it's hard to see because we really don't have light to shine in there. But there's like little finger hooks you put your hand in, you can kind of do that with. Now, my hands aren't that big. Is this a kid's toy? Kinda. I don't know what kid's going to be able to fit their hand in there and actually pull the and articulate the fingers. Toy. What's up?
Is it a rich kid's toy?
Yeah, it's definitely a rich kid's toy at the price tag. But you need really long fingers to kind of be able to move all the things around like that. Right? And you can even give the bird, and we can rock on metal style. And this glove is pretty metal. You can lock the fingers in like that, and then wait, unlock. And you can kind of put it in a pose you like, and then lock it. And you could be like, yeah, death metal, Thanos style. All right, that's pretty much it. It's not even really that heavy. It's not that heavy at all. I would say maybe it's 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds, about 2 pounds. So this awesome collectible can be yours if you can find it in a Toys R Us that hasn't closed down or any other toy store therein. And there's no off switch. So you press the soul gem to turn it on, and then you just leave it in place. Just leave it for about a minute, a little less than a minute, and it just shuts off on its own. And that's how it deactivates. That's the Red Cup review for the Thanos Infinity Gauntlet. Go out and get yours today. How many cups are we giving this? You know what? I'm going to give it 3 3/4 cups to 4 cups because as awesome as it is, and believe me, Grayson had a blast playing with this thing, running around. It really should have had a stand for you to be able to display it with, and like a nice, even a little stand to kind of hold it.
Stands on its own.
It stands on its own, but you know what? It also teeters. So, if you put it on like
an ottoman,
or some place that like, you'll have kids running around in a house and stuff, it may shake and kind of fall over. So, screw it. We'll give it 4 cups because it is pretty awesome and it is the Infinity Gauntlet and the price tag is pretty nice, especially for what you're getting. So, that's it from the Red Cup review. Go check out geekstronomy.com. Check out The Lair, laironline.net, music by HeistClick, and make sure to check out Brian Capisi's Key to World Travel on Facebook. This is Rob Banks saying we'll see you on the next episode of the Red Cup Review.